Okay, so day 3 might be the hardest day for Club Festival so far, and I am personally really enjoying Club Festival so far. It's very refreshing. It's a whole new game mode. This is the type of content we are looking for right now. The only type of content that we're still missing is like you need to use specific characters or specific teams, which I'm sure they'll be coming out with, hopefully rolling out over the next year, which will be very cool. But for now, we get to enjoy Club Festival. And today, though, day 3, people are really struggling against the team that we are taking on. So the team we're taking on is Twice, who has cover, the Celebration Ochako, who has an attack all and stuns, right? And then Sue, who's like a really big problem, who can hide. You can't even target her. And then she has Pierce. And that is just a massively annoying and hard comp to go against. And it's hard to get a high score. And I think this is the stage most people have been struggling with to get a decent score on. Now, I'm going to show you guys how I got a score of 302,000 here. I may not get that exact score here running through it, but I'm not going to reset a bunch of times and record my voice a bunch of times and repeat myself a bunch of times just to get the perfect run to show you. But I am going to show you the team I used to get this score, and it does kind of come down to RNG, whether your characters die or not, or whether you get the score you're looking for or not, or the crits you're looking for or not. So keep that in mind. It might take you a couple of resets, but this is the best team I have found to get you the best ranking score in day 3, and so hopefully this will help you guys out a little bit. So the team I'm running, I am running Mind Dabi with Celebration Ochako and Celebration Deku. I am running a critical skill impact memory. That was kind of hard for me to say right there for whatever reason, but basically what this does, this is a free-to-play memory, by the way, increases characters' critical hit skill impact by 50%, and then also increases characters' critical hit rate by 15%. Now, I'm not that worried about increasing my critical hit rate more than 15% because the stage just automatically gives you crit rate when you heal, right? And then I also have another memory on my Ochako that's going to give my character's crit rate whenever I use it in a third successfully executed skill chain. So I got that going for me as well. So I have plenty of crit rate, right? But the big thing to pay attention to, and this is really important, is you need critical hit skill impact up. 50% is a lot, and you want like at least 50% on your Dabi to be able to get a good amount of damage, because Dabi can break the damage cap with his Hellfire. Now, if you have gaming and driving, that is another memory that would be very good on Dabi, and you can run that, and that also reduces his burning damage to keep him alive. Now, I said I had a memory on Uraraka. I was wrong. I actually have the memory on Deku. I forgot which one I had it on. So this memory is the one that gives crit to all allies. This is the anniversary memory. This is a super helpful memory if you guys are lucky enough to pull it. Make sure you run it and use it in these next few days, because it is going to be useful pretty much every other day. If you have this memory for Uraraka, what this memory does, it's similar to the same thing I'm doing for Dabi. When equipped by a female character, increases character's critical hit rate by 20% and critical skill impact by 40%. So there's that critical skill impact again. Any memory you have that can increase your critical skill impact is going to help you get a higher score. And then it also increases plus ultra gauge of all allies when used in a successfully executed skill chain up to 2 times. So that's just a bonus. But the main thing you're looking for is critical skill impact up. That way you are able to get the most amount of damage possible on the enemy team. The other things you want are attack alls. Notice all 3 of my characters on the main slot have attack alls, and then the Sue, heaven forbid one of my characters dies, also has an attack all with Pierce. So hopefully I'll be able to do a good amount of damage by the end of this. With all that said, let me just show you guys a run and let's see how it goes. When you guys are doing your Club Festival runs, I do recommend having target mode on. Target mode is going to help you guys immensely with targeting the people you want to target with your normal attacks. That way you can get the full amount of damage in that you want to get. So my goal here is going to be to get Ochako down into the red and to get Sue down into the red, and then to get Twice. Ideally you want him in the red, but at least down into the yellow where he's below half health. The idea here is not to kill one individual character. The idea, once again, is to bring all characters down to pretty much no health. If we can kill multiple characters, that's good, but the main thing, once again, just bring them all down to a low amount of health. All right, so here we go. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to target Ochako here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the blue corruption. Remember, Dabi with his auto skill, if you have Mind Dabi, burns all enemies at the start of battle. Sue resists it because she has nullification, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the blue corruption for the Hellfire. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Attack all, home run, comet, which has a low chance of stunning all opponents, but if you land a crit, it's a medium chance. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Delaware Smash, and we're just going to see how this goes. Our goal here would be to stun. If we don't stun, that can make it quite a bit harder for us. Hopefully they don't target Dobby. We'll see, but if Dobby is getting targeted for you guys, you want to raise his health, so maybe switch an EX skill on him to give him more health. You want him to have more health than mine Deku, though. Basically, the character with the lowest health is the one that's usually going to get targeted. And as you can see, we actually did land the stun on 2 of them. It's better almost to land the stun on 2 or 1 character instead of all 3 characters, because all 3 characters just sets them back a turn and they still get their plus ultras in the same amount of turns. Whereas if you interrupt the skill chain by just interrupting 2 or 1 of them, that's a little bit better in my personal opinion. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And once again, we were using Deku in the 3rd skill chain so that we get the benefits of the memory that increases all allies crit. Now, a big secret to doing Club Festival, besides breaking the damage cap with Hellfire, would also be to use characters with multi-hit. So like Sue, for example, her single targeted attack has multi-hit. Dobby's single targeted attack has multi-hit. If you can raise their critical hit impact and land crits, then you're able to hit potentially like 99,000 with each multi-hit and do a massive amount of damage. Now, the best character for this would probably be Inasa, because he has an attack all that has a like 9-person multi or 9-hit multi-hit, which is really, really good. Personally, I don't have Inasa, so I'm not running him here. So Dobby is my best option. But if you don't have Dobby, a possible replacement for him would be Inasa. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use all of our plus ultras now. Now, the nice thing about having 2 characters with attack all plus ultras, this is part that probably annoys a lot of people. They all have evasion. Well, we're going to be able to get rid of evasion with at least one of our characters, right? And then the other character is going to be able to hit with their plus ultra. So either way, we're going to hit all of them with the plus ultra right here at the very least, which is nice. 0 damage on Deku, if you guys just saw that, so he can be very useful as a tank. Deku is kind of irreplaceable. He is your tank, he is your healer, he is your status element nullifier. Like, you kind of need him. So if you were to ask me like who do you replace him with, I honestly don't know. You guys just kind of need him for today. On other days, you aren't necessarily going to need him as bad as you need him today. All right, and we kind of have damage split up between the characters here. Uraraka is getting a little low, but I think we're all right. We do have one turn right here where we don't have action skills, so we are just going to have to wait. But that's fine. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our attack alls again and hope that we get a stun off. It's not really necessary to get a stun off, but it's just nice because it saves you a little bit of damage and it'll give us a chance to heal Uraraka. And you can see the Hellfire coming in clutch. And we did actually stun all of them, so that's fine by me. Alright, and we're going to go back to targeting Uraraka here. As you can see, we've done a pretty decent amount of damage to all of them. They're all pretty much at the same place. Uraraka might be a little bit lower, but the attack alls are working for us pretty well. We're going to go ahead and do this, and we just continue the way we have been. Okay, and now Uraraka is almost back up to full health. As you see, we'll go ahead and use all of our plus ultras. This time, we're going to land 2 AoE plus ultras, which is nice because we don't have to deal with the annoying evasion. Evasion only happens on turn 3, so keep that in mind. That is good for us. We got the stun on 2 of them. That's nice. 85,000 damage, which is good from Deku. And then this plus ultra, let's see, we need the Hellfires to hit. That's the main thing. If the Hellfires don't hit like a crit, you're not going to do the damage you need, and you might have to reset for other runs. So it's kind of RNG based, so keep that in mind. All right, we're looking actually, this is not a bad run. I'm not going to lie, it's not terrible. Okay, we're going to just continue the way we have been. We're going to use all of our attack alls here and see how much damage we can do. We missed the crits with Dobby, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And And through this, you can see how invaluable Deku has been, because he just doesn't die. He has his last stands and whatnot, and so Su just continues to target Deku, and that's fine because, you know what, he's protecting us. And we should have our plus ultras coming up next turn with AoE plus ultras, which will be nice. Deku survives, right, because it doesn't matter if you have Pierce. And this time, though, he did die. But we're still alright because we have Su coming out. Su can hide. And then we got her attack all as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use these attack alls here. And we're going to use Su's attack all. And we're going to see how much damage we can get in. We're only on turn 11, so keep that in mind. Good stun on twice. Ooh, big hellfire damage. And now, this is important to note, Su is below 50% health, so we're able to start going after Su. Now, here's the thing, I'm going to wait to use my action skills, that way I can have a full skill chain of 3 coming up, so we can still nullify status ailments with Su, even though Deku's gone. That's why it's good to have Su in a sub-slot. So the goal here is to get Su down to the red, to get Ochako down to the red, and to get twice down to the yellow or down to half health. Ideally, if you had like level 120, level 130 characters, you would be able to get, you know, both of the side characters dead and then get twice down to the red. But for me, that's just not possible because I don't have Celebration Ochako past level 100, and the same for Dabi. Su is level 120, so that helps me out a little bit, but we'll see how this goes. And you can see the Hellfire coming in clutch, and then getting those stuns is also very nice for me. Alright, and we were pretty close to having all of our plus ultras. It would have been nice to have Dabi's plus ultra right here. I hope we have enough damage, honestly, to be able to get them all low. I'm thinking we go like this. I might be messing up right here. So the last turn is tricky, right? The idea here is Ochako's plus ultra is going to hit all of them, right? And hopefully bring Su down to pretty close to low. And then we have Su's plus ultra going after the red Ochako. And I think I'm going to have Dabi go after red Ochako, and then I'm going to have my normal attacks hit Su. I think that's what we're going to do, and we're going to hope that works out for us. Alright, she's in the red. Now just get Su into the red, please. Oh, Su's not quite in the red, so we're not going to beat our score. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do quite as much damage as I did last time when I got the 300,000, but that's basically how you guys do it. And yeah, it's not too difficult once you understand the concept, once you understand the team build. Hopefully this helps you guys out. You still have a little bit, well, actually a decent amount of time before this day is over. So go raise your club scores, help your club out. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if this helped you out at all, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.